Okay, stratified sampling. I'm going to do this question 1 first. Run through here and do the working out here. So, table shows the holiday destinations of some tourists: Spain, Portugal, France and Italy. A stratified sample of 50 is planned. Calculate the number of visitors to each country that you should select. Now the first thing is you need to get the total here. So first of all, the total population, if you add all this up, you are going to get 300. The next thing is to look at stratified sample. How much do we want of our sample? We want 50 in our sample. So basically you want 50 over 300. That is the proportion of each tourist visiting to each country you need. So if I simplify that, that is 1/6. Sometimes you can change it into a percentage, but in this case I'll probably just leave it as a 6. So the first thing I'll say, so for Spain, I'm just going to write them here. For Spain, the sample size will be 48 multiplied by 1/6. That is 8. 6 times 8 is. So you select 8 people for Spain. The next one is Portugal. You'll say 66 shared by 1/6, and that is 11. So Portugal, you select, so I've got 6 here for Spain, and I've got 11 in my sample from Portugal. Next one, 102 shared by 6, or times by a 6, that's going to be 1, remainder 4, that's going to be 7. So for France, sorry, your sample is going to be 17. 1/6 of 102 is 17. And the last one, Italy. If you get 84, 1/6 of 84, 6 into 8 is 1, remainder 2, 24, 16 into 24 is 4. So Italy, your sample size will be 14. Now, just as a clue, the more you got in your population kind of thing of that visitors, the more of that proportion you should have in your sample as a rule of thumb. And obviously Spain had lowest visitors, tourists, so that should be the least in your sample. And France had the highest tourists, that should represent the most. So just keep an eye out when you go through it. Second thing is to add all these figures up. These all must add up to 50. If they don't, we have done something wrong. Let's just double check it. That add that is 31. 31, I'm just going to write him here. Let me just double check it. 10, 20, 31. Add that, which gives me, whether I must have done something wrong. Have I divided this something by wrong here? Spain should be, yeah, my bad. Have I not put 8 there? Sorry, I put 6 there. Yeah. So just be careful. I put 8 there and I wrote 6 there. So that plus that is 31. And then when you add those together, you get the 19. And that gives me a sample size of 50. Now, that was a nice thing to do, a deliberate error from my behalf, just to show you when we double check it, make sure we're getting things right. Make sure we're getting things right. And that's how you can double check anything like that. So that was a nice thing to do, to see that and how we double checked it. And sometimes you can do that very easily as demonstrated.